So before you even start thinking about investing or side hustles or stocks, you got to actually know one thing: how much money is coming in and how much money is leaving every single month. This right here is called cash flow. Cash flow just means how much money is coming in and out every single month. If more money is coming in than going out, that means positive cash flow. If more is going out than what it is coming in, that's actually where the problems start. And that's what I would say changed so much within the last couple of years. Not because I was making more money, but I finally started to understand my money. Once I started to document everything, that's when everything became a wake-up call. Random Amazon purchases, subscriptions, stuff that I didn't even know I was either paying for or didn't really need. And the worst part about it is, in the moment, you don't really think about it. Stuff starts to add up, and in the end of the month, you actually spend way more than you should have. So this is something called lifestyle creep. It's when your spending slowly starts increasing as more money starts coming in, without you even realizing it. And no, this isn't about cutting out something that's really fun or stuff that you really enjoy to do. It's more about clarity. When you know your numbers, you can spend more without feeling guilty. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this episode. For example, if you love to go to Pilates every month and you know it's $200, you're not going to just cut it out because it's expensive. You're going to find a way to make it work. So the first step before you even start investing or thinking about side hustles is documenting your current status. And this is going to be jotting down everything about your money. How much money are you making every single month? What are your fixed expenses where you know you have to pay for every month? This could be rent. This could be your mortgage. This could be utilities, gas, groceries, some subscriptions, car insurance, phone bills, all that kind of stuff that you know is going to happen every single month. And then there's the variable expenses such as lifestyle expenses, shopping, going out to eat, stuff that you don't necessarily need, but it's still part of your life. So this is exactly how I do it and how it's helped me in the last 2 years. And I'm hoping to share this with you just so you can get started and figure out how much money do I actually have in the end of the month that I could eventually put into investments and make that money grow. I like to work out of Google Sheets. You can use a classic notebook and pen, but Google Sheets for me is just easy. I can access it from my phone and you can do some cool formulas on there. The first thing that you're going to have to do is calculate how much money are you making each month. This could be from your salary, any other side hustles, and then you're going to list out all your fixed expenses. This is exactly what I just spoke about, but every single month, what do you have to buy and pay for? And we're all human and we don't want to take the fun out of everything. Then you want to give yourself some leeway to spend money without having any guilt. For me, that's $1,000 a month. This could be for restaurants. This could be for shopping, anything that's typically a want versus a need. I put that in here because it makes me happy. And this is what I call intentional shopping. You don't feel guilty in the end of the month if you want to go buy yourself something because you already allocated for this. All right, so now you got your month figured out, what's coming in, what's going out, and you set aside $1,000 or whatever your fixed spending budget is for each month. Now I also like to plan ahead. I like to plan for future expenses. So keeping money aside for the end of the year taxes, vacations that I have planned for the upcoming year, travel, any weddings or events that I know I have to go to. I like to allocate a range of money for all these type of things. So when it creeps up on me, I'm not caught out of the blue. These are your sinking funds. It's just money you set aside for things you know that are going to happen in the future. And lastly, I like to have an emergency fund. The emergency fund is essentially money that I'm not going to touch unless I really need it. It gives me peace of mind and flexibility if, God forbid, anything happens and I need to just have money aside. I'm always going to have it ready to go. Some people do 6 months, some people do 9 months, some people do 12 months. So this is kind of up to you. And once everything is laid out, you'll have two things that you can either take away from. Either you have too much money sitting in your bank account that you could potentially put into the stock market or other investments, or you're spending way more than you make. And this could be something that you just sit down, go through your expenses and figure out where you can cut back some cost, or pick up another side hustle to try bringing in more income every. Either way, you have some clarity now. Now that extra money I was talking about is all investable cash. Money that you can invest without actually needing it for the next month. So this system helped me stay accountable and confident. This is part of my road to retire by 45. I hope this helped you and give you some clarity on what you need to do before you start investing. Let's run up the numbers together.